Oh, I like this. Kind of like a teaser and flexing, but legit flex. Ooh, ooh, the vocal. Hey guys, it's me, Cruel. Welcome back to another reaction video here on this YouTube channel. Today we check out Danieljikal. This is one of a kind. This is his debut song, and I'm really excited. Danieljikal is a former member of Loud, the survivor show that was run by PNation and JRP at the same time. Daniel was amazing in there. I didn't watch the show, to be fair, but I've watched clips of him. That's how I got to know him at the time. And I really liked his performances. And he has a crazy voice. I was really excited when I saw his announcement, or PNation's announcement, for him being a new artist here. I don't know how old he is right now. Let me figure that out. But he was probably about to be like 17 or something like that, right? I would assume. He's very young still. Oh, actually, he's 19 now. Never mind. Okay, I thought he was like 15, 16 when he was in the show, but yeah, he's 19 now. Still quite young, but not as young anymore, really, right? Like he's in a good age now to have a debut, I would say. Really looking forward to his music. Let's check it out. 3, 2, 1, click play. I've watched the teasers to this, and I'm hyped. I never watched teasers, but I had to watch this. Hey, the Psy phone call. Goddamn. Okay, what do I expect, by the way? I kind of expect this to be a little bit cheesy, or maybe even cringe a bit in terms of lyrics or something like that. But I don't necessarily mind. I feel like he's still very unpolished when it comes to songwriting. I noticed that in Loud as well. But his skills are insane, like in terms of rapping skills. So personally, I can kind of overlook it a bit. And I don't mind too much. Hey, the PNation phone case. But hey, maybe he's gotten better. Let's see.
One of a kind, on jet spit and never missing by myself all night cause of my vision. This is my time, no hidden beaming made you.
Wait, directed by him? Cool.
Yeah, 걱정 안 해도 돼. I'm going solo, holding down the whole running the game. 좀 다르단 걸 알아봐. 근데 왜 말을 못해? 담배는 잘 빠질까봐 끊인 눈을 어깨.
Okay. I have to reiterate what I said earlier with the cheesy or cringe lyrics. So what I mean by that is the contents of the lyrics, not the way he writes lyrics. The way he writes lyrics is actually very good. He has a lot of really cool rhyming schemes. And once again, this is shown here as well. A very good rhyming scheme coming up right after I press play again, in full Korean even. So and he continues it in English as well. So that was clean, you know? So he is a good writer. It's just that I feel like the topics he talks about in songs so far are not necessarily that deep, you know? He's a little bit still flexing in the flexing phase, which is fine. He's 19, bro. Like, come on. So that's what I'm trying to say, though. It's still something he can work on. But it's something I overlook as well because of circumstances. He's younger. And also, he literally just debuted with this. And he also has so many other skills in other areas that it doesn't matter too much, to be honest, right now.
Never losing, always on the go. Get so torture particle. Who you got?
Is it gonna have a chorus, this song? I'm not so sure. I guess this is kind of the hook. Yeah.
This is my time, no hidden beat me, made you cheated. Look, time is ticking, gotta keep going. Like I'm switching on my time zones. Like I'm switching my clothes, yeah, I'm on night mode. I'ma need a break,
Ooh, I like that.
But I be making my dreams to reality. I'm living on my prophecies. And you wishing on my success. You don't keep that, your cause I'm coming next.
Alright. I have a lot of comments here, but that's more about PNation than Danieljikal. Produced, performed, directed, and edited by Danieljikal. He even edited himself as well. Wow, I love that. Because there was some really cool editing scenes. Sheesh, man. Set design, Jikal, yeah. I mean, it's not a crazy set or anything like that, but he knew exactly how he wanted to do this. I love that. He wrote the lyrics mainly. He also produced the song mainly. Background vocals by Daniel, recorded by Daniel. Yeah, he does a lot, man. They barely had any people needing to help him, man.
Coming up next, yeah.
Ooh.
Who you know be rapping and singing, producing, writing all the music I'm next.
Oh, I like this. Kind of like a teaser. And flexing. But legit flex. Ooh. Ooh, the vocal. Okay.
I'm coming up next.
You know, one big reason why I'm not as giga excited right now as I maybe could be is actually because of PNation, not because of Daniel at all. Because this is a huge flashback to what they did with D.Ark. If anyone doesn't know about this, I will quickly tell the story. So D.Ark was also a very young and up-and-coming rapper at the time. He's like half Chinese, half Korean or something. And he came from Show Me the Money, High School Rapper, those kind of shows. He was really hyped up for years. And he got signed to PNation as one of the first artists at the time, actually. And he had a crazy video as well for his intro video, just like this one, right? Like he got signed, they teased him like next artist, blah blah blah. Then it was like, oh, D.Ark, and then 2 or 3 days later he had this song, which was called Potential actually. So look up D.Ark Potential. I can even show you here. D.Ark Potential. It should still be uploaded, I would assume so. Yeah, there we go. This was essentially the same thing like what Daniel just did here. It was an introduction to him being on the label and what is about to happen. The problem here is that D.Ark then had an album not too long after that, which actually changed his style of what he did before joining PNation majorly. And many people didn't like it as much. They thought, yes, the production sounds better and cleaner, but the style choices and like the almost subgenres of hip-hop that he did on that album were not necessarily what he was doing before, and a lot of people were confused and kind of not that happy about it. And then after that album, nothing happened for like almost a year, and I think then D.Ark even left the label, so he didn't necessarily get any more music. I don't know if that's because of him, but a lot of other artists have left PNation meanwhile, right? And there seems to be a lot of like, how do I say this? There seems to be a very strong opinion on what they want the artists on PNation to do inside of the company of PNation. And I'm scared that it will kind of dictate Daniel too much to the point where he can't really do as much. But it always depends on a person, that's my opinion. It always depends on the artist himself or themselves that works with the company. Do they align with the company? Great. Then everything will be fine and surely they will do better in the company. If you don't align quite well and you have differing opinions, maybe then one of the two sides has to kind of adjust, right? And in my opinion, it should always be the company, because the artist is the whole fucking reason why this relationship of artist and company exists, right? You want an artist to be out there. You signed an artist because he's popular with his fans. Why change all of his music if that would just anger all his fans, right? It makes zero sense out of even a marketing perspective. It makes zero sense out of anyone's perspective. So in my opinion, the artist should have a say in what he wants to do musically, much more than the company should have. The company should just enable it and maybe control it a little bit if it's too out of control. But it should never control it completely themselves and never should actually decide on what the artist has to do. So I'm just a bit worried and also a little bit trying to lower my expectations for Daniel in PNation. Hence why I wasn't maybe as excited for this visually and like physically as excited, right? Like I could be a lot more into it as I was with D.Ark's Potential when I reacted to that. If you want to check it out, it's on my channel. Then I could be. I'm just worried because it's PNation after all. Still, I am excited that they even signed him in the first place. I didn't expect that ever, so it's already a plus in my book. We already got some cool little scenes and some good rap from Daniel here. I would probably say the production of the song doesn't do his voice as much justice as I would want it to do. I feel like you can definitely use his voice and make it sound even more deep in production, because in this song, his voice sounded higher than it usually sounds like when he rapped live. When he rapped live, his voice is deeper than this, which suggests that his real singing and rapping voice is actually deeper than in the song, meaning they probably artificially made his voice sound less deep, which I don't particularly like actually. I think his deep voice is like his biggest selling point, and I think in K-pop we've seen that time and time after again in recent years, that you should just embrace that deep voice, you know, embrace it. It will do you so much favors. So I mean, obviously it could just be his own choice, but I personally would want to see more usage of his deeper tone than in this one. But yeah, that's my reaction to Danieljikhal's debut song called One of a Kind. Thank you so much for watching my reaction video, to anyone that did, because I assume it's not gonna be all too popular. I mean, it has 20,000 views after like 12 hours, which is, yeah, I mean, it's fine, but it's nothing crazy, so I'm expecting my reaction video not to be popping all too much either. But yeah, that's it. Have a nice day. See you next one. Let me know your thoughts, and peace.